Hey guys, it's me again. This week I wanted to talk about something that happens to also be the subject for the Pagan Perspective group, and that is daily prayer or daily ritual. Or I think they are talking about prayer in whatever setting, and I wanted to talk about a daily prayer or a daily, in Dutch we say a daily spreuk, which translates as spell, but in Dutch there's two different kinds of spells. There's one spell that you do for magic, and then there's something that you just say. It's more like a pre-rehearsed prayer thing. Yes. I never actually did that before, but now that I've started to involve my daughter more and more into my path, or introduce her more into my path, I felt that a daily dedication, sort of, was in order. And I'm very happy that I did it, because it's great for me as well. If you've seen my first video, you know that I came here to search for a deeper connection and things. And I have to say absolutely that even though it's a pre-rehearsed prayer, but I wrote it myself, it helps a great deal, especially the morning ones. I wrote a morning version, and then I wrote an evening version as well. And then I wanted to just talk about it with my daughter, see what she felt like. Did she feel like an evening one was more appropriate, or did she feel the need to do an evening one, or the need to do a morning one, or what would she feel like, what would I feel like? And we ended up doing both every day. Well, the morning one on school days and the evening one on every day. And it's only a couple of lines, so it doesn't take much time, so it's possible to do it as well. And like I said, I wrote it myself because I don't know if I mentioned this before, but because my mother's tongue, and originally my daughter's mother tongue, but now her main language is Swedish, but originally it's Dutch. And there's two reasons for me to write it myself. The first one is that most of the pre-written stuff is in English and not in Dutch. And the other one is that I prefer to write our own things, mostly because there's so many subtle differences between all the different paths that something that's written by someone else doesn't 100% fit on your path. And it does when you write it yourself. Or hopefully it does when you write it yourself, because it's not easy to write something that encompasses everything you feel or think. But yes, we succeeded. Well, I succeeded. And I'm very happy with it. The morning, they're both directed at Gaia, because she's just the main thing for us, for me. And so they're both directed at Gaia. In the morning it's about how the world wakes up, and how she gives every living thing a force for life to, life force basically. How she gives every living thing life force to make the best of the day, and that every living thing is part of her and thus part of us, and we are part of her and thus part of every living thing, so we share in the life force. Basically that's more or less what it comes down to, and then we thank her for that. And then the evening one is about having observed and experienced all kinds of wonders and experiences during the day, and that we hope that we will have calm dreams. And then we ask her to guard over us during our dreams. and we thank her again. And I can see how people would want to say a prayer as such more to someone like Selene, the moon goddess in Greek mythology, instead of Gaia, who's more the earth goddess. But it just to me, it just feels better that it's Gaia, so it's gotta be Gaia. I don't have so much with the moon. Yes, I'm Wiccan. The moon goddess and her phases, it just goes too fast for me. My life at the moment goes really fast. I study full-time, and then I'm a full-time mother, and I have lots of other things to do as well. And the phases of the moon, they just race past me. It's too fast a cycle for me. Of course, when I happen to be outside while the moon is out, I do notice the moon and I do bask in its glory. But that's about it. Other than that, it just goes too fast for me. And of course I acknowledge her, and I'm very glad that she's there, and I do feel her, but that's about all I can do with the moon. Other than that, it's Gaia, and then there's the sun on the other side, which in our case is usually Helios. But now I'm at 9.5 minutes already, and I'm talking about things that I didn't mean to talk about anyway, so I'll see you around. Bye bye.